Well, morning, hello, it's me, Brother Cole. And as you know, a few years ago I used to do loads of videos, Colesberg videos, nutty stuff, total mental. So I thought I'd do another one, but a bit of a different one. Those who follow my Facebook regularly and know me know that 3 years ago I became Christian. Term Christian, what does that mean? Lots of things, could go in depth on that. Post loads of God stuff, mental having it. I did a talk a little while ago on hope, and I just thought, you know, don't even know why, just to put it on here so some other people can maybe see me talking what I'm talking, maybe you get something from it, maybe you won't. So see my eyes following onto my screen because obviously I'm reading from a sheet of paper that I wrote down, but I did this at an encounter service, as I said, and when I started there was a Bible verse in Romans 15:13, may the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. When I read that back, I ask myself, does it really mean anything to me? Does it mean anything to you? I guess we all have our different hopes in life and also in God. When you listen to me, do you hope that you might meet with God, or do you hope that he will do something? Is hope a good thing? That's a question, isn't it? But I guess it depends on what you are hoping for. Oh, I hope Arsenal win a trophy again soon. Yeah, some hope of that. I hope I win the lottery. I hope it does not rain. Is that hope or wishful thinking? One of my favourite films is A Shawshank Redemption, and I'm sure many of you know that film. And if you don't, the film is set in a prison, and Andy is framed for murder. His best friend is Red. Andy's just done hard time for breaking into a room and playing loud music right across the yard and set everybody free for that one moment. When Andy gets out, he talks to his friend Red. He says, Andy, are you okay? Andy says this, I had Mr. Mozart to keep me company. In here and in here. Gestures over his heart. And then he says, that's the beauty of music. They can't get that from you. Haven't you ever felt that way about music? Red says, well, I played a mean harmonica as a younger man. Lost interest in it though. Didn't make too much sense in here. Andy says, no, here's where it makes the most sense. You need it so you don't forget. Forget? Yeah, that there are places in the world that aren't made out of stone, that there's something inside that they can't get to, that they can't touch. It's yours. What are you talking about? Hope. Hope? Let me tell you something, my friend. Hope is a dangerous thing. Hope can drive a man insane. It's got no use on the inside. You better get used to that idea. It's clear in that film that Red did not like hope, nor did he want it. But by the end of that film, that will change, man. After Andy broke out and Red in the end was on his way to meet up with him, Red said this, I find I'm so excited that I can barely sit or hold a thought in my head. I think it's the excitement that only a free man can feel. A free man at the start of a long journey, whose conclusion is uncertain. I hope I can make it across the border. I hope to see my friend and shake him by the hand. I hope the Pacific is as blue as it is in my dreams. I hope. Yeah. You know, this was only a film, but I can see where Red was coming from, and I feel those last few lines that he said. I don't know about you, but I feel so excited that I, like Red, can't sit still nor keep a thought in my head. Instead, I let them out like a little kid on you lot. Let it out. I also agree with Red and say it's only the excitement that a free man can feel. And boy, are we free. And not just free, but saved. Yes, saved. Of course, mine and your conclusion is uncertain, but I hope I can make it across many borders. One day, I hope to see my friend Jesus and shake him by the hand and say, thanks for always waiting for me. I hope heaven is as colourful as it is in my dreams. I hope. You see, hope is a good thing, maybe the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. In the Bible there are many good verses on hope. Jeremiah 29:12. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. Psalm 39:7. And now, O Lord, for what do I wait? My hope is in you. Romans 8:24. For in this hope we were saved. Now, hope that is seen is not hope. For who hopes for what he sees? Who hopes for what he sees? These are brilliant and encourage many, but do they always encourage you and give you hope? Probably not. Well, I'm honest enough to say that I don't read the Bible enough. So what gives me hope? Definitely that last verse that I read. What does that last verse say? To me it says it's okay to hope, but we are not hoping to be saved or hoping to see God or hoping to be rewarded. No, not at all. But knowing all of that, don't get me wrong when I say that, because I know many people hope to be saved. But we don't have to hope it. We can have it. Of course, I hope many, many others are saved. Don't you? God has already given me the hope of knowing that I am saved. And it's in that hope that I try to give to others in a very unforced way. Although with me talking, I guess with my Facebook and stuff, it sounds forced. But we all do different things different ways and speak to different people. Do we get hope from what I said? Maybe a little. My hope comes from all the work that has come my way since I started my driving school, and both me and Karen know this has come from God. And we hope it continues, but know he can pull the plug at any time. Why does this give me hope? It's because God keeps sending people to me, and these people ask questions about Noah's Ark, and ask me questions about drugs, and ask me about stealing, because they are doing it. And tell me about how they are depressed, and tell me that their kids won't talk to them. I can go on. Before I was a Christian, no one would tell me all this. Okay, so maybe the odd friend. But in the last 3 years, over 30 odd people have come to me, and all because I hope that God would do that. In those moments, God is allowing me to give hope to others. And even if it is just a tiny bit, God is very, very clever at using us all. And I'm pretty sure that he does not want us just to hope on him and hope that we're all covered because we know and believe in him. No! He wants us to really be able to give hope to those that we meet, be they Christians or not. When the Muslim girl asked me about the Holy Spirit, and I answer to her just in the truth that I know. That's right, the truth. I tell her. And for one moment, there is hope. Hope that she will know that I'm telling her the truth. And she will look for it herself. When the young lad says to me in the car, Carl, you know you said I can ask you anything, right? And then he does. Is he hoping that I will fill him with the right answer? Maybe. But I hope that right there, we can show people God's love for them and hope to be a blessing to them. Remember, hope may be the best of things, and no good thing ever dies. Although pretty much all my pupils seem to either hate church and God, and a lot of my friends too, and not want to know it, they all end up asking the most amazing stuff. That fills me with hope too. I thought that I'd finished writing this talk, and Karen had said to me, Carl, it's very good, and you use films and Bible verses to explain hope, and I'm sure people will see that. I smiled, and I said thanks, but yeah, here's the but. Something did not feel right. I did not know what it was until after I'd written this and I was laying in bed. I said to Karen, quick, put the light on now. It's not what you're thinking. It wasn't for that. It came to me. Or more like that at that moment, God said to me this. He said, Carl, mate, everyone, and not just Christians, are hoping on me and hoping that I'm real and hoping that I will come and save the world and hoping that I will cure the evil and take away all the diseases and hoping that I'll make the world a better place. But Carl, I'm telling you that I'm hoping on you. I'm hoping that my children, both young and old and rich and poor, will save the world. And I'm hoping that you will cure evil. And I'm hoping that you, my children, will tell others of the hope I have in you. My son. Can you see that there are so many people, from Christians to non-Christians to Muslims to atheists? They're longing for that one bit of hope, that there really is a God, and that Jesus really was my son. I mean, come on. I know you long for that same hope as I've heard you ask me. Yeah, he really said all that. So many people believe in me and hope that I'm real, but they sit back and, well, just hope that that's okay. Really, it is, but if you do not tell your children and adults in the world about me, then what hope is there? Maybe that sounds a bit odd, but I feel it and I even see it. Hope is a wonderful thing, and for me, if there is no hope, then there is no faith. But it's a two-way thing. And sometimes, just sometimes, we are hoping on the Lord far, far too much, when in fact, it is He that is really hoping on us. When I look at you, well, I can't look at you, this was a talk, but when I look out at my friends and I smile and I wonder what you hope for, and I wonder what your hope of God is, and I wonder how many people every single day look to you for hope. A hope that maybe the Lord has placed on them without them even knowing it. I know this is true as I finally sat up and realised that there's no coincidence the amount of people that are being sent my way. How many people are being sent your way? How many people are coming with arms open and just hoping that you might be the one to show them the way? As I said earlier, I have many hopes, both in myself and also in family. And you guys, and loads of hope in God, but I'm really trying to work out and ask God this. Hey brother, what is it you really hope for in me? If I was talking to God right now, what would I say? And I guess I am talking to Him. And it's at this moment, this sounds nuts, that you feel the Holy Spirit come upon you, man, and it's like, whoa! It's like drugs, only better. God, you're not feeling that. I'm feeling that. It's amazing. But what would I say? God, you really amaze me each day with so much. I seem to lose hope. No, not in you, but in myself. I seem to think that the things I'm doing is never enough and that I'm not really giving any hope to others. Do I want to? Yes, God, I do. I want to show them that there is a hope in you, a hope that I've already seen and felt and breathed. Oh, blimey. To be able to do so, share that hope with people every single day. Lord, I ask you to fill me with new hope each day and allow the people that need hope to come to me and be refreshed. But not because I give them hope, but because you pour that hope into me and it shines onto them. Let them know, Lord, that a glimmer of hope can take them to a place that will blow them away. Okay? They may not get the riches that they may want, but the riches that you can do and provide will be enough. I hope, Lord, that my non-Christians and Muslim friends and the strangers I meet day by day question the hope I have, and I hope that I shine out to them and that really see it, and in that moment I hope they cling to it and remember it and want it. It may take a week or a month or forever, but hey, I can hope. Thanks, brother. And just that, you know, I talk too much. Upset a lot of people. God told me that. Going to upset a lot of people. Not in a bad way, but maybe in a good way. A lot of people need to wake up, man. I was asleep for a long time. Wake up, man. Get on the train. Smell the coffee. The train's coming. Who's the driver? Liars! Have it!